Hi everybody, welcome back to another edition of On the Move, where we get a behind-the-scenes look at some of the larger capital projects happening around the county, including right here behind us in North Forsyth, the new intersection of 369 and 400. John Jefferson is the Director of Capital Projects. John, it's always good to talk to you. Thanks for coming out here today. A lot happening here since the last time we were at 369 and 400. What are we looking at?
Sure is. We recently set the first 7 bridge beams. So the bridge actually is starting to look like a bridge. The contractor's pouring pile caps on Bent 3, which is on the east side of 400, and that should finish up, and we'll be able to set the beams over 400 northbound around the end of March.
And if you've driven on 400 or 369 over the past couple of months, you're pretty well aware of this project and the impact it's going to have. But for those that don't know, John, what exactly is happening here at 369 and 400?
Sure, we're changing it to a grade separated interchange, which will eliminate the light on 369. The traffic will go over the bridge, so that will mean north and southbound traffic on 400 won't be stopping at the signal, and that'll greatly improve the traffic flow.
For the time being, though, we know that there's obviously going to be some growing pains with a traffic impact such as this and construction going on. Talk to us about what commuters can expect to see over the next couple of weeks and months as this project continues as far as traffic.
As the bridge is ready to set the second set of beams, there'll be some traffic pacing. The contractor was able to set the first set of 7 beams in one evening. I'm hoping they can do that again, so that's after hours at night, but that will have some impact. Please be careful going through the intersection. We're doing the contractor and working with GDOT and the subcontractors. We're doing everything we can to make sure that folks understand what's going on with the traffic. We're adjusting the signals as necessary, but just slow down and be careful.
And another point to that, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and all of our social media channels, where we'll have plenty of updates on those traffic impacts as they come along here for us. One of the forgotten pieces to this project is 369 itself. We get so focused on the interchange, but 369 getting a lot of widening for several miles. Talk to us about that project.
Sure. It's a little over 3 miles, extending just east of 306 and just west of Highway 9. The contractors have been moving a lot of utilities. The overhead power transmission lines, the poles are being relocated. We've installed a 36-inch water transmission main, as well as distribution lines. That's almost $5 million worth of work it's virtually done. Local power distribution lines, telecommunication lines, those are in the process of being moved. The contractor is installing storm drainage piping, which is underground. They're grading and starting base installation, gravel base installation, and curb and gutter. And
that's something that I always take for granted with projects like this. You drive it every day and you see the progress going on, but you think, well, it's widening a road. I mean, you just slap some gravel down and you go, right? But it's not that simple. You have to move these utilities, and that takes a large chunk of this project.
Yes, and those are out of our direct control. The individual utility companies are responsible for doing that. So we have to coordinate, and the contractor has to coordinate with each individual utility to make that happen.
All right, so a lot happening here in North Forsyth, 369 and 400. John, before we let you go, as far as the progress, what are we looking at for an end date?
Sure, we're still about 20 or 22 months out from that. The more good weather we have, the faster that'll get here, hopefully. But we're doing well.
All right, there it is. We're hopefully less than 2 years away from this interchange, the widening of 369. Big impact here in North Forsyth that will have a tremendous ripple effect throughout the entire Forsyth County and North Georgia area, for that matter, when it comes to traffic. John Jefferson, Director of Capital Projects, we appreciate you as always. Stay tuned for more On the Move. Other projects around the county coming up we'll be talking about all year long, so be sure to follow us online at forsythco.com, our social media channels, and watch us on TV Forsyth, Comcast Channel 23, AT&T Channel 99, and streaming online at forsythco.com. John, thanks so much.
Sure.